How you doing, folks? This is Ron from Ron's Beers. I got a beer to showcase today for you. We're going to be reviewing a Jack's Abbey Craft Lager. This brewery is in Framingham, Massachusetts, to be precise, 100 Clinton Street in Framingham, Massachusetts. It was founded in 2011. As you can see by the can, it's a black lager. And it's cloaked in mystery. That's exciting. Cloaked in mystery. Alright, you can see some numbers on it. The original gravity on the Plato scale of 14. International bitter units of 25. And we got a 5.6 ABV beer here. It's unfiltered. Unpasteurized. Roasted and smoky. My yeses. There we go, the address. There's a phone number. You can pause this. I think this is the office phone number there at the office. You can pause it and write it down. I'll call them now. But anyways, this is the beer. And we will give you some information on it. I'll back a little bit here and focus on that beer. And this, like I say, this beer company was founded in 2011 by three brothers, Sam, Jack, and Eric Handler. And they say this is distributed through the Northeast and nationwide. They brew only lagers, is what I'm getting from the company's webpage, but I'll talk about that a little bit later, but them brewing only lagers. Well, let me open this up. While I'm talking, maybe if it gets a big head, we can let that go down. Get it as a glass. All right, we got it as a glass. And, all right, no further ado, clean the top of this can. Make sure it's clean. All right. Okie dokie, we'll knock over the camera again. I did one of the times there. Let's see, water vapors come out. Here is the glass. And no further ado. Surely a dark beer, like they say, black lager. Alright, pretty mixed bubble as far as the sizes, but more so somewhat of a creamy head. Definitely off-white. It's a good-looking beer. Okay, so let's get some information on this beer. Okay, we got the information here. If the screen seemed to shift or the video seemed to shift, it was because I had to change the batteries in the camera. They had just gone dead. Alright, with that said, their words here, this black lager is year-round. It's a year-round beer. It's cloaked in mystery. This dark black beer skirts the line between a Schwarzbier, Schwarz is black in German, Schwarzbier, and a smoked porter. So they're saying this is somewhere between a dark German beer and a porter. That's interesting. The use of a small percentage of traditional beechwood smoked with, now that's beechwood smoked malt. I know when you go on the tour at Anheuser-Busch, the Budweiser plant, particularly the Budweiser beer section, they show you the beechwood that they, pieces of beechwood, good sized pieces, and they let you hold it and smell it and so forth. And that's the beechwood that goes into their beer when they say beechwood aging on the Budweiser. So they're talking here now of beechwood smoke. Okay, so that's basically a smoked malt. And that adds a complexity and balances the liberal use of chocolate malt. So there's chocolate malt in here. The aroma of roasted grains. Basically, as your yeah, your dark lagers, roasted grains. I think I find that sometimes on the end of the some of the stouts I've had, and I didn't care for that flavor towards the end of the grains. The aromas. The aromas are beechwood smoke, roasted grains, and coffee. Now that's odd. In coffee accompany a full-bodied and sweet chocolatey malt. In coffee accompany, yeah, kind of coffee and chocolate. Sometimes on that malt situation, you get the flavors in the aromas really blended to not even kind of pick out which one is what, but knowing that they're coffee or chocolate. That happens a lot. And this beer itself, it's gotten a lot of awards. They've won a lot of awards for this beer. I didn't write them all down, but they've won some awards with this beer because being a black lager, something different on it. Now the company that's brewing this, it was started by the brothers, the Handler brothers. They grew up with family in the family environment, and through that they spent summers working on their grandfather's ice distribution company. Now this is a Framingham company, so I'm assuming that they grew up in Framingham. I'm assuming that. I don't know for a fact, but because of that, they've got some very close and big family values with the family, and it comes to the work ethics. They learned the work ethics from working with their grandfather through some summers. You kind of really realize what work is about when you start at a young age. At this brewery, they have a beer hall and a kitchen, and they have food there. And the head chef and the general manager there is Greg Bergeron. I've never been there, like I said. I wanted to get there. I keep saying we were going to go there this past summer. The summer's gone by. Hopefully we can take a ride there. Me and my loving wife. I want to go there. I'm down to see this brewery. And they've expanded to another place, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And at this kitchen, I guess they have a great pizza, some really good pizza there. From what I've heard, I haven't been there yet, but I've heard it, talked to people, and I've seen a video here on YouTube about the brewery there, and it looks really good. They have a great web page. Got the opportunity, go to their web page. You'll get more information than what Ron here is giving, because they have a really good web page. Their beer hall phone number is 774-5085. Again, the phone number for the beer hall is 774-5085. The office number there is what I had seen earlier on the can, 508-872-0900, 0900, the number. Okay, what I was saying is they expanded, and that is at 100 Clinton Street, is where their main brewery is. But at 102 Clinton Street, I guess it's a little next door, they have another little brewery there called Springdale Barrel Room. Now they have experiments there they're experimenting with ale yeast. I know that all their beers, they are lagers and they're lager yeast. The experimentation that goes on there is seeing what they can do with these these ale yeast, because as you know, all you guys and gals that have brewed beers and ales, I've only brewed ales because I never had the right temperatures, the cold enough temperatures to brew lagers. As much as I like lagers, I never had the temperatures. But we all know in the same facility that are very close, you can't have two types of yeast, ale or beer. They'll somehow they just somehow they'll get together and really mess up your beer. I mean, you could waste your time making a beer if you have these both yeasts available and can get into the year. Okay, with that said, let me talk more about this Springdale little brewery there that has the yeast. Many of the Springdale beers are fermented with a classic ale yeast strains, and they're doing that through experiments. I mean, the parent brewers really use lager yeast at the parent brewery over there, but they're trying these things because what actually we all know is the ale yeast, all these Cascade and Galaxy, they do push out and give fruity flavors, fruity aromas, and we all like craft beers on that reason. And I like it that reason, and the other reason I like lagers, because I don't want to have that fruity aroma or taste. I want to have a beer that's just the beer, a lager beer, just the nice crispness of it on a nice day or night after working or some day. But anyways, they are doing experimentations with these ale yeast. And you can go to that building, and you can bring food there. I don't think they have food there. You can bring food in, or you can even order food from there to the next door, because they have a kitchen there. At this place, they have pinball machines, skee ball, arcade games, and a lot of other classic things that they have there. And that's at 102 Clinton Street, Framingham, next to their main brewery at 100 Clinton Street. I'm going to give you the phone number for the Springdale Barrel Room. It's 774-777-5430. Again, 774-777-5430. And that's to the Springdale Barrel Room of Jack's Abbey. So anyways, this is a Smoke Dagger beer. It's 5.6 ABV. It's a black lager called Smoke Dagger, as you can see by the can. So no further ado, let's give a smell of it. Yeah, coming across as a lager beer. Very, very lager beer. With that roasted. You can get the roasted, because being in the dark, get that roasted aroma of roasted. I don't know what beechwood really is, so I can't say I'm getting the aroma of a beechwood. Getting the roasted grains, beechwood, coffee, a bit. But anyways, let me taste. Tired of smelling. My nose is getting tired. I'll try it. Sorry for all my lip smacking here and my gulping. It is. It's a good beer. Very good beer, actually. A dark beer. I don't really like dark beers as a regular beer. I like trying them and having them every so often. Porters and stouts. It's good. This doesn't come across as that winter type beer you need, those porters and stouts. But this is a lager, so it gives a thinner feel in your mouth, and not as I shouldn't say as sweet. I was gonna say not as sweet, but yeah, it's not as sweet as your average lager, even though it is a lager beer. It's got to be from those malts that they've used, and they've used the chocolate malt, and but it's good flavor. So I won't go any further with this. This is the beer. That said, do things with your family. That's important. And if you're going to drink, don't drive. Have a good day, folks. Ciao.